All right, let me get this straight. The UN just passed a vote that says in the act of an emergency scenario like another pandemic or civil unrest or anything like that, natural disaster, climate related, it's very broad, that the UN can come in and stabilize, take over the United States of America. That just passed while we are being, I don't want to use the wrong word, while we are inviting mass amounts of migrants into the country who aren't allowed to vote now. That has been declared recently. So they came here maybe thinking that they were going to be able to have a say and a voice. God only knows how long their bills are going to be fronted by whoever is paying for all of their stuff. You have a port strike coming October 1st, where in an age of inflation, shortages does not sound very good. You have got war happening, and United States troops are being sent to wars that we're not actually in. Is that what is going on? Like, so we're not in these wars, but our troops are over there. They're not here where we're inviting all these immigrants into our country who might or might not get along with people that are already here. You have an election coming up, and one of the presidential candidates has had multiple assassinations attempts on his life, and they're saying that there is up to 5 more credible threats against that candidate. We have earthquakes and hurricanes and floods, fires. We have a second moon coming in. We have police officers getting briefed on how to deal with unidentified flying objects, people who have had encounters. We had the Vatican come out and say that they are now rethinking their stance on UFOs, or admitting that they've always known about UFOs, or I don't know. There's a lot going on in this world right now. It's crazy, crazy time to be alive. I don't know what I should be putting my focus or energy into other than myself. And that's what you should be doing. Every single one of these things is outside of our control. There's only so much that we can do about these scenarios that I'm talking about. So what can you do? Well, you can focus on becoming the best version of yourself. That means mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, guys. I know it sounds like such a basic message, but what else can you take with you? Like, okay, so you dealt with any one of these scenarios I just listed off. Let's say you're dealing with, famine from a food shortage, or you're relocated due to a climate disaster, or war comes to your nation, civil war comes to your nation, economic collapse due to cyber attacks, or whatever. It's all on the table right now, and it seems like every day, every week, we're getting something new put on the table. When does it all end? When do we finally just have the event that so many of us know is coming? Like, we feel it. We're tired. Like, it's laughable, the whole show. Like, we're just laughing at it now. I'm not laughing at people's misery. We all leave this place. That's not what I'm saying. We're laughing at how they're just playing it out and, like, mocking the rest of the people who don't see it coming at this point. Like, can we just get this show over with? Whatever's coming, whatever's happening. I don't care who you think's in control of what's coming, but something's coming, and we all feel it. Most of us are acknowledging it. Some of us are still ignoring it, but we all feel it. It's just a lot going on right now, guys. And I don't know what to even think anymore. And I've been doing this whole thing for a very long time, going down these rabbit holes, and I don't know what to think. But I feel like this is the winter that we've all been waiting for, where things finally change. Something is going to change in the atmosphere where the world is going to start noticing things are not the same. And we need to do something about it. I don't mean violence. I mean walking away from it all. Letting the whole system collapse. Walking away from the jobs. Walk away from the taxes. Walk away from it. Walk away from the material possessions that you fight so hard to impress other people with. Walk away from it all. And once the dust settles, we can rebuild something. But we gotta let this evil lie of a world come to an end.